Welcome to Bike Review Pro, the home for every motorcycle enthusiast who breathes the spirit of two wheels and freedom. Today, we're taking you on a journey back in time to explore a truly legendary machine, the Harley-Davidson Model R. While modern Harleys scream power and presence, the Model R is where some of that legacy began. This bike is not just a piece of machinery, it's a living testament to Harley-Davidson's ingenuity in the early 20th century. The historical legacy of the Harley-Davidson Model R. The Harley-Davidson Model R made its debut in 1932, at a time when the world was going through economic turmoil. The Great Depression had hit the global market hard, and even luxury industries like motorcycle manufacturing were struggling. Harley-Davidson, however, responded with a motorcycle that was more affordable yet still carried the brand's distinctive style and engineering prowess. The Model R wasn't just a compromise for tough times. It was a cleverly designed, mid-weight machine that introduced several technical innovations, becoming a favorite for riders who couldn't afford the big twins but still wanted the Harley experience. Design and engineering, a step into the future. At the heart of the Harley-Davidson Model R was a single-cylinder, side-valve engine, displacing 30.5 cubic inches, approximately 500 cubic centimeters. This engine was capable of delivering around 12 horsepower, which was considered respectable for a mid-size motorcycle of its time. The engine was air-cooled and mounted in a rigid steel frame, paired with Springer front forks, giving it that classic Harley front-end look. It featured a 3-speed handshift transmission, and the clutch was foot-operated, a setup that would be both challenging and engaging for modern riders, but standard fare back in the early 1930s. What made the Model R stand out was its improved lubrication system, which was a significant upgrade over previous models. It used a recirculating oil system, providing better reliability and longer engine life, something riders appreciated during economically uncertain times. Performance and ride quality. While the Model R wasn't built for speed, it was designed to be reliable, smooth, and easy to ride. Its top speed hovered around 60 miles per hour, 96 kilometers per hour, more than enough for the roads and conditions of the 1930s. The ride quality was relatively good for the era. The Springer front fork helped absorb road imperfections, while the rigid rear demanded some toughness from the rider. The mechanical drum brakes offered adequate stopping power by the standards of the day, though they would be considered primitive by today's metrics. Still, the Model R had a charm and balance that made it ideal for daily commuting, light touring, or even just cruising around town. It wasn't a racer, it was a practical, well-rounded motorcycle with Harley soul. Design language, classic Harley style. The design of the Harley-Davidson Model R was unmistakably vintage Harley, minimalistic, rugged, and elegant in its simplicity. The teardrop-shaped fuel tank, which became an iconic Harley design element, was present here in an early form. The paint schemes were also quite stylish, often featuring two-tone finishes with pinstriping that added a touch of class to the utilitarian build. From its spoke wheels to the exposed control cables, the Model R screamed authenticity. Even today, a well-restored Model R turns heads at classic bike shows and among collectors, thanks to its distinctive early Harley charm. Market impact and cultural significance. Despite being released during an economic downturn, the Harley-Davidson Model R sold well enough to keep Harley afloat during the Depression. It proved that the company could adapt to market needs and produce machines that were both accessible and desirable. Culturally, the Model R helped solidify Harley's image as a brand for real riders. People who valued functionality, resilience, and classic style. It wasn't just for speed demons or thrill seekers, it was a bike for the everyman, the working-class hero who still wanted to feel the wind in his hair. Collectibility and restoration. Today, the Harley-Davidson Model R is a highly sought-after collector's item. Restored models fetch a premium at auctions and vintage motorcycle shows. What makes it particularly valuable is its combination of historical relevance, mechanical uniqueness, and early 20th century American craftsmanship. Restoring a Model R isn't for the faint-hearted. Original parts can be hard to find, and working on such an old machine requires both technical knowledge and passion. But those who restore them often describe it as a labor of love, a way of preserving motorcycle history, one bolt at a time. Comparison with other Harley models of the era. It's interesting to compare the Model R with its larger sibling from the same era, the VL series. While the VL had a bigger, V-twin engine and more power, it was also more expensive and complex. The Model R, on the other hand, was simpler, lighter, and more affordable. The Model D, another single-cylinder Harley from the late 1920s, was a spiritual predecessor to the Model R. But the R brought refinements in design, lubrication, and overall build quality that made it a more mature product. Conclusion: a quiet legend. The Harley-Davidson Model R might not be as loud, literally or figuratively, as today's Harleys, but it holds a quiet legendary status. It was a motorcycle that balanced form and function in a time when survival was more important than excess. Its reliable mechanics, classic styling, and affordable price made it a lifeline for Harley and a beloved ride for many. For collectors, enthusiasts, and historians, the Model R remains a milestone in motorcycle history, proving that even in the toughest of times, Harley-Davidson knew how to build machines that moved not just people, but also the spirit. Outro: subscribe for more on Bike Review Pro. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the Harley-Davidson Model R. If you're as passionate about motorcycles as we are, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Bike Review Pro for more iconic bike histories, reviews, and restorations. Ride safe and ride free. See you in the next video.